Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hanging With Web show right here on HWWS Web TV. I'm GW Pomichter. Thank you so much for logging on, tuning in, clicking links, scrolling on the phone or tablet or watch. And you can watch on your watch now. That's weird, but hey, whatever you want to do, you do it. We're here hanging out with our friends at Authors for Authors this weekend. We're meeting some fantastic creative writers. We're here hanging out right now with author Barbara Lally. Barbara, thank you for hanging out with us. Thanks for coming over. And you were the author of The Trichster Diaries.
Yes.
It's an intriguing title. It's very intriguing. So give us the book blurb here. Tell us about what you were thinking when you said, "Hey, guess what? I'm going to write a book." Because that's the same thing your mom said. What? Yeah, so tell us.
Great. So at age of 10, I was diagnosed with trichotillomania, so the hair pulling disorder.
Do that one more time. Trichotillomania.
Yes. Trichotillomania. So it's Trich for short, and
that
then
makes sense.
Trichster, because I have it.
Okay.
And so, for the last 20 years, I've been struggling with pulling out my hair. So my eyebrows, my eyelashes.
So, you're literally the writer that's like, I'm pulling my hair out trying to get this
yes.
book. She
yes.
means it.
I do mean it.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I really do. And I actually have a chapter in here that says, I'm pulling as I write this, because, writing this book has been so healing and amazing, but it's made me pull a lot more.
It's stressful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I just write about the memories I have, from first being diagnosed with trichotillomania, going through my teenage years, young adult, and my journey to self-acceptance. A lot of my life, I was hating myself and hating this disorder that I couldn't change, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And slowly over time, I was able to start to accept it and realize, okay, this may be a part of me forever.
Okay.
How can I befriend it instead of making this enemy and kind of controlling my life?
Oh, wow. There's so much to unpack in that sentence, and we're gonna try it. Okay, so first, let's start with Trich and how it's perceived and where it comes from. And we talked a little bit off camera, and so we're gonna do that again because it's interesting and you guys want to know. So let's talk a little bit about Trich, where it comes from. So, as Trich is understood, where does this come from? Why?
That's the $1 million question. Yes. Yeah. So as Trich has been studied over the years and years, at first they thought it was self-harm. It's not that anymore. They thought it was a manifestation of OCD, and it's not for everyone. So I don't have any symptoms of OCD besides Trich, and it's just not that. So now and
she became an author. So that one might also have a little credibility. I'm just saying.
Thank you. Now we know it's a body-focused repetitive behavior, so much like nail biting or cheek biting, skin picking. It's this behavior that is now soothing to you. For some people, it becomes a sense of relief. This behavior, because it's repetitive in nature, causes you to feel this sense of relief. However, the aftermath makes you more anxious, and so it's this really...
so you become anxious, you comfort yourself, which makes you anxious again.
Yes. So it's this...
That's not going well.
Vicious cycle, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So... I struggle now still with the hair and eyelashes. My eyebrows, for some reason, don't please me anymore. I like to talk about Trich feeling like a mosquito bite. Some people will scratch a mosquito bite until it bleeds, but it still has that good relief.
Yeah. No,
That's
there's a sense of action. Whatever it is you're uncomfortable with, whatever it is that you sense as wrong, you're taking action. You're a part of the solution to your problem.
Yes.
And even if you're creating a new problem. So it's interesting that you say that, because as I get older, my nervous tics, my things that I do become different. They change over time. So when I was younger, I bit my cheek. When I got older, I have a very sensitive sense of touch. So if I have a skin tab or whatever, because that happens when you get old, shut up. All of you on YouTube, just shut up. If I feel something that feels out of place, not me, I have to sort of take action, get rid of that. Unfortunately, it is me. So, that's bad. So how do you teach yourself, as the philosophers say, all things in moderation. So how do you teach yourself to moderate this particular problem?
Well, it's been hard. For
Okay.
a lot of my life, I wasn't able to. So for years, I would have no eyebrows at all, no eyelashes. I had a huge spot back here. And so I really didn't
Don't
know.
reach for it.
Yeah, right.
See, when you get nervous, and all of a sudden she's like back here. And I watched her hand. It was interesting, guys. If you guys got the close up on it, because as your hand went back here to show me, I watched it kind of flex, and she was like, "It's almost there." See?
That's the spot. Yeah,
Okay,
that's the spot. Yes. So I really didn't have any control for
Okay.
a long time,
Yeah.
and eventually I was able. I just think with age and also just with getting older and having more wisdom, that I was able to understand. Okay.
She thinks that's going to happen. Really, she does.
That I could almost have that sense of that thought, because a lot of the times I will pull and I'll be in a trance. We call it
You don't know what's happening.
yeah, like I do,
Okay.
but I don't. Like it's called like the trick trance. So like I'll
Okay.
be in front of the mirror and I'll look down at my watch and an hour has passed.
That guy right there watching YouTube, he's picking his nose. He has no idea. Because I just told him, but he didn't know until then. Now he knows. Now he's going to wash his hands. I hope. Go wash your hands. See? Okay, so this is your journey then. This is a very
Yes.
personal story. Let me ask you, this is your first book?
Yes.
Okay. First and only? First and first?
First, and there will be more.
All right, that's what I like. So, welcome to the community of authors.
Thanks.
We serve crazy on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Tuesdays, Mondays, and Saturdays. Sundays, we're tired. We got to sleep sometime. What made you want to write about this?
I always craved representation. I never saw anyone like myself. I might cry. Unless they were, in the background in a psych ward, like pulling their hair out, and I wanted to be able to.
And I think part of that is again seeing our nervous tics, whether we're biting our nails or we see these things as sort of symptomatic of another thing. So if you're going to see someone like you in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, it's going to be in the background. This is a part of a larger disorder. I don't think people realize that some of our tics can be their own thing.
Yes.
Like that's a thing. See, trick. I'm not even trying it, guys. Don't get your hopes up. Trick. We see trick. We don't realize it's not a part. It doesn't mean that you're completely broken. It just means that you have this particular habit, or it's a compulsion. So. Obviously, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, unless your hairline is down here somewhere and you've just, which, by the way, work it out. So, guys, you can check out the Trichster Diaries. What are you working on anything right now?
Yes. So I actually have a guided journal to go along with this.
Oh, that's fantastic.
For people who feel nervous to share,
Okay.
but maybe want to in the future, they have this opportunity to write it down, maybe give it to someone that they're
That's
trustworthy, that
That's
they feel
great.
trust with. And then I do have a book of poetry, which is not related to Trick, but yeah, the next one will be a guided journal to kind of go with this.
Oh, that's nice. And you're working on a book of poetry.
Yes.
Wow. What's been the most rewarding part since this is published about a year ago?
Yes.
And congratulations on picking the best year of the millennium to publish a book. Go buy the book, guys. She needs the help. It's been a long year. So, what's been the most rewarding part of this for you so far? Have you heard from readers? Have you,
Yeah.
what's really feeding you right now?
So there's two
I
things.
mean, not metaphorically, because in reality, hopefully you still have that day job, because she doesn't have the glimmer of hope that she had like on day one. But she's still kind of got that motivation thing happening. So she's still serving at Starbucks. You can find her at the Starbucks at 321 Erlenmeyer Drive. Go there and ask for Barbara. She's in the back. She's writing her next poetry book. And her mom's like, poetry, really? See, I know.
You're make me laugh so
My
much.
my mom's like that too. My mom's like, yeah, he's a YouTuber. Don't listen to him.
I love it. I love it. So 2 things. One, I feel like I can be myself now.
That's awesome.
You know, I feel the most myself I think I've ever felt, and I'm just like
Awesome.
happy with Trick. You know, Trick controlled me for a long time. I feel like we're friends now. I feel like I can go to.
I mean, you really don't want him over for dinner too often, but you know.
Maybe he's there all the time. I'm
That's
not sure.
right. You know. That's
But-
where those extra donuts have gone.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And also, I've been, people have contacted me with young children saying that they'll look at, I have some photos in there, looking at the photos and saying, like, she looks like me. And that,
Oh, wow.
that made me, like, a cry.
And
you
that's
know?
something you didn't have. That's something
Never
that
had
you
it,
very
yeah.
much said. You felt underrepresented, and there wasn't anybody to talk to. That's fantastic. We have to wrap it up. I don't know why, because you people won't watch anymore. I wish you would, but in the meantime, we've been hanging out here at Authors for Authors, making a new friend in Barbara Lally, the author of the Trichster Diaries. There is a journal,
Yes.
interactive journal that you can get coming soon, and then be on the lookout for Barbara's poetry. See, so once you learn to accept yourself, and then you learn to journal it so that you can accept yourself, then you can sit down, relax, and be enlightened with poetry. Because that's what poetry does. It just enlightens us, we hope. I have never read hers, so I'm making this up as I go along, which is the same thing she's doing, which is, hey, welcome to the club. So thank you very much, Barbara. We really do appreciate you being on the show today. Guys, check out the Trichster Diaries by Barbara Lally. Check it out online. We're going to drop links in the description down below. In the meantime, stay tuned in, stay logged on, and see who we're hanging with next. Barbara.